A couple of days ago, I did a reaction to the Bonnie Blue Andrew Tate discussion. Now, that content came directly from this brother's channel right here. He goes by the name of Rob Moore. And now I'm starting to get recommendations from his channel. And I came across this conversation. Whoa. I came across this conversation right here. The title of this video is The Dark Side of Modern Dating. In it, this almost 40-year-old single mother is speaking about why men should be paying out on the first date. I thought I'd take a look at the content and have some fun with it. So without further ado,
you just have fun with each other because now everything is out of the way. You got it out of the way before feelings are built. Because if we love each other and then I realize that you are a piece of shit or your ethics are different, or you love to club and get drunk till 4 a.m. with your boys and I'm at home waiting. No, I don't want to find out this when we're in love with each other. Then it's harder to leave. I want to leave now when it's easier.
Right.
You know?
And who pays for the bill on the first date?
A man.
A man?
A man. A man is a provider and a protector. As simple as that. If I have to pay for a date, I'm not going on that date. I used to always pay for dates. Not anymore.
What about if you asked me? Shouldn't you then pay?
On a date?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's not about equality. It's about a man. Look, the thing is, the role of a man and the role of a woman, spiritually, physically, is different. You guys built our roads.
Yeah.
You guys can carry more weights than we do.
Yeah.
You guys can swim faster than we do. I don't argue with that. It's like you're telling me, okay, what if...
But so you're saying a man was built to pay the first date every time?
A man was built to provide. Provide means put the necessaries for a family, for a woman. Provider. It doesn't mean a mansion on the beach, Rolls Royce, Rolex watches. No, that if he wants to do that, it's up to him. Okay. Provide means safety, food, shelter, and all that for a family. Because a woman.
Now, she's not wrong. All right. When a man is truly in his purpose, has developed his masculinity, that's exactly what we are. We're providers, we're protectors, we're builders. But I contend to every young man that exists on planet Earth today, although everybody deserves respect when it comes to this dating and relationship game, you treat them differently. And that differently is dependent upon their past or the package that they are bringing to you. Where is it that they currently rank, file, and stack within the dating marketplace? And if she's a 39-year-old single mother, boss B, completely tatted up with a tongue ring, dropping so-called wisdom out on podcasts, telling men what they should be, then I get a little bit worried about her true intentions. If your intentions are not likened to your actions or your behavior, then I am less likely to believe you or that you are deserving of such treatment. These are the ones that keep extremely high requirements, although they bring a faulty good to the marketplace. And the main fault here is a used womb. So while I don't disagree that men should take up that provider role on the first date, I do also think if you don't know her from a can of paint, then go get some damn coffee.
Aren't there a lot of women, though, looking to abuse that?
Yeah.
I just want to find someone who can finance everything for me and I'll just take it, thanks. And what are you giving in return?
Booty call.
So there are a lot of toxic women like that who are looking for just like a bait, a man to pay for their life.
Yeah.
You know?
ATM.
And
so surely a great bullshit filter. So you've done the qualifier. You date qualify. What about just sitting there and waiting on the reaction? Because surely a good qualifier for a gold digger is to see how she responds to when the bill comes out. If she's got no willingness to even talk about who's paying.
So you're telling me, what if a man is testing me to see if I'm a gold digger?
I mean, you're just, I know it's not you and I.
Yeah.
But you're putting me through the test.
I'm not testing you. I'm having an honest conversation. It's not a test.
Okay, so then in that case, we need to have an honest conversation about the bill.
See right there, clip it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It absolutely is a test. The woman is testing the man to see if the man is a provider, whereas the man is testing the woman to see if the woman is a gold digger. It's not about just paying the bill, but what are the behaviors that she is eliciting, right? Does it feel more like an expectation, as if, well, I'm a woman, you should be paying this shit? Well, then that should be a key indicator for that man of her behavior. But if she's extremely appreciative, she says thank you, and it was a good conversation, even if y'all not a match at the end of the day, as long as she is respectful about it, then the guy can surmise that, okay, maybe she's not a gold digger to a degree. There's still a lot of other red flag tests that you need to put out there. But the unwillingness to admit that it's not a test both ways means to me that she still lacks empathy for a man within these situations. And most men just fail to see it, right? They get swept up by a pretty face, a seductive look, maybe even a little attention that they're not used to, and then boom, they're already in too deep. Never vet her by her looks. Always vet her by her values. Let's go.
Would you expect me to pay the bill every single time we went out?
But if we are in a relationship, I would pay to fix your car. If you're down, I'll lift you up. If you're my partner, yes, I would do whatever it takes for my partner.
Yeah.
But bro, I just met you.
Partner.
And it's
Right.
a date, no? It's a date, and this is.
So you're saying the rules of engagement of the date is that the man pays for the date?
Of course,
So you say, of course, fine. And then the second date?
he pays.
And then the third date?
I would pay. Because there wouldn't be a third date unless he's fucking awesome.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I don't mind paying.
Right.
A third date, you will see me pull out my card.
Yeah.
Fourth date, you see me pull out. Try. I will always try. And I will also sneak to pay sometimes. Because I believe in this. If my man gets me a ring, I get him a suit. If my man gives me something, I give him something. I love, and I love.
There's so many people that aren't like that, though, isn't
The reciprocity that she's stating here sounds reasonable, but you cannot fail to acknowledge or not have the empathy to acknowledge what all men everywhere have experienced, being set up for that typical foodie call. They'll line up for dates and not real connection, just to eat good and bounce. So even though reciprocity in this situation sounds good, because of how many men have experienced it, they're making a rational decision to be more cautious.
there in this
But
world?
let me teach you how to filter that shit.
Okay.
Rob, it's easy. Have you ever entered a room and sat with a gold digger and did not know she's a gold digger?
No, I suppose it's pretty obvious.
Pretty
Yeah.
obvious, right?
Yeah.
And trust me,
Not
they can
all the
come
time.
dressed in suits, they can come covered up, they can come not covered up, they can come dressed in anything.
But then
Energy
yeah.
doesn't
Okay.
lie.
So then if you've got that energy of someone who's a gold digger, the most fun thing in the world is to just sit there when the bill comes out and just watch them sweat.
Yeah, but
It'd be hilarious.
it would be fun. I would love to see something like that
Right, but
on TV, not
right,
in real
but-
life.
okay,
I'll
but-
tell you why.
Right.
Because karma is a bitch.
But that's not unkind. And I'm not saying I'm not going to pay. I'm just going to watch what happens.
But you know why it's unkind? The whole shebang you did is funny. The intention is unkind. That's where the karma happened. Karma doesn't happen based on action, your intentions.
Yeah, but their intentions are
Was
unkind.
bad.
Yeah, but why did you have to do that? Just fucking leave. Why did you
So
have
just
to fill,
pay and leave?
Why did you have to fill the table with food and make her pay? What if she can't afford it?
I'm not going to make anyone pay. Don't misunderstand me.
Then
Or
what, you
I
were
would-
testing?
Well, you just said I'm getting the energy of a gold digger and I don't want a gold digger.
how would
What
you
am I
know?
So you're saying I should say, look, the energy's off here. I just
No.
don't think we're going to work. I'm
No,
going to take
you
the bill.
You missed the twist, the plot of
Remember,
the story.
I haven't dated since 9/11.
No,
So
no.
this is like
So you
everyone
said-
watching. You should just see this as like me learning. And clearly, I'm a good beginner student.
No, so you said if I was out with a gold digger, it'd be fun to watch the bill come in the end. So you
Oh,
already,
yeah, like
so
that-
you already knew she was a gold digger. Why'd you stay? Respect yourself enough to get up.
But like, you might answer a question wrong on this show that I don't want. I'm not going to get up and leave. It's fun. You know,
No,
it's
but
fun
this
to
is
have
the-
a bit. There's
No, but
a bit
this
of
is a
awkwardness and weirdness and interaction and see how people are.
You can have a narcissist sit in this show. You're not having a relationship with them. You're not eating with them. You're not friends with them. It's just a transactional show. I leave, then I'm gone.
This
right?
is
It's an
so
episode.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It is different.
Listen. The more and more that she talks, the more alarm bells that are going off. To have sympathy for the gold digger, which is traditionally a female role, right? To have sympathy for the gold digger, but not to have sympathy for the guy who's about to get his wallet taken from him, his wallet drained, is insane to me. And plus, I actually disagree with them. I think the gold diggers of today are getting better at being chameleons. They are upping their programming. So as men, you got to upgrade your programming as well to anticipate the bullshit. Let's finish up.
See,
Okay. So you teach me then. What? Teach me.
I swear to God, I cannot emphasize on this. If you want to pick up, see, the thing is, think of us as computers, right? We have codes, right? Our codes are in our frequency and it's surrounding us in a radius, right? Whatever you think, you feel inside, you don't have to speak it. You don't have to act it. It's coded in your energy. That's why when you walk in a room, somebody's smiling, but you're like, oh my God, babe, are you okay? I feel like you're not okay. And she's smiling. It's because energy doesn't lie. Her body language can lie. Her dressing can lie. His dressing can lie. Energy doesn't lie. When someone's feeling down, you know it, even if they don't say it. Because energy, guys, tune into your freaking energy. But when you do the inner work, there's more alignment, and the antenna is out more. When you're not done the work, the antenna's inside, and it pings you every now and then. But when you do the...
I'm sorry, guys. I can't do this shit no more. All of this, this energy talk. You know what I mean? You hear him. Oh, everything is like an energy. You must get in touch with your energy. These are the type of chicks that describe energy with money. Money is an energy. We'll try to pay the bills with some goddamn energy money, baby girl. All right? They're deeply soaked within their astrological signs. Right? They believe that whenever you slid out your mama's vajayjay, alignment to the circle sun moon goddess is what your personality is going to be like. Right? They live in this state of pure delusion. And then they just conduct themselves like this. And then they wonder why they are still single moms at 40 years old. None of the MT Army or the MTR should be listening to a damn thing she was saying at the end there. All right? Bump all that energy shit. One of the biggest ways that you can tell that a woman is into you is her investment into you, her time investment into you. All right. If you set up a date and the expectation is that she's going to be a princess the entire date, right? You need to go pick her up. You need to drop it. You're paying for absolutely everything. You're going to go drop her off, right? If it's like a chariot ride type of experience, you're not giving the opportunity to understand her degree and level of investment within you, all right? If she's taking time out of her day now versus she'll drive across town, she's asking deep, intelligent questions to find out more about who you are, right? It's just not an opportunity for her to just be validated by you and talk about the things that are going on in her life. But she's asking you tangible questions to try to determine your moral, your integrity, your character. Acknowledgement of those investments is key, because if not, if it's only you as a man that is investing, then you are simping. You must understand that. And I know that this goes against the logic of what we're taught as men, which is we are to sacrifice even our own degree of happiness for the betterment of others, for the betterment of the family. But I'm trying to tell you, there's too many vultures out here that are trying to take advantage of you, all right? And they're upgrading the programming. Now they have access to YouTube channels, podcasts, and just other platforms in general where they're gaining the information and the knowledge of how to move even more snake-like. And some of them are damn good at it. I mean, shit, femininity in itself can be weaponized very easily to be extremely manipulative. The masters are playing two ends against the middle, turning people in on each other. But a man that understands his value will never, ever be manipulated by it. All right, guys, that's the remainder of my comments here today. Let me know what you thought about the video, my comments, the original video. I'll leave a link to it down in the description box down below in case you want to go see the whole thing, including the whole podcast. I will leave that up to you. All right, but I think that's all I got. Let me know down below. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.
You is ratchet as they come. Rainbow weaves and batwing lashes, weighing more than a man. What time is your football practice? I bet you can hit that A gift like a mug. How you big back it? Said a man must buy you gifts. Where here goes a Fitbit tracker. Are you mad? Cause you got 3 kids by 4 different dads. You pick cookies, then you bash. All men when you get sad.